The Stand-Up for Women Society has joined the rest of the world in the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The members, led by the international president Barrister Deborah Ijadele Adetona, said among the association's objective is fighting against all forms of women, mauled, and maltreatment. She called for stiff penalties against those who committed injustice against women. The members, who took to the streets of Abuja with placards with different requests to make life better for women, also called for more women's inclusion in good governance. Our reporter has more.
It's 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, and the Stand-Up for Women Society has on its part called on the leaders at various quarters to stand firm to fight violence against women and the girl children. The international president of SWS, Barrister Deborah Ijadele Adetona, who led all women of association across the 36 states and the FCT, with international delegates converged in Abuja for a road walk, carrying placards with inscriptions like "Break the Barriers," "Support Women Liberation," "No to Human Trafficking," "Stop Violence Against Women," "No More Rape." Others are "No Violence Against Persons Prohibitions Law," "The Future is Female, therefore support the female gender," "Women's Representation in Governance," and "Unlocking the Power of Women for Nation Building," among others. From the center city of Natako to Gaki, the women sang solidarity songs.
We no go tire, society race. We no go tire, I no go tire. Society race, we no go tire.
The international president Barrister Deborah, through a telephone conversation, advocates for more women in governance, as well as providing adequate security and implementation of laws that help to fight injustice served on women, because an injury to one woman is an injury to all.
Stand Up for Women Society lend a voice and call for the prevention and elimination of violence against women and girls. We recognize that one organization working in isolation cannot achieve much. Thus, we have formed partnership to address gender-based violence in a focused manner. We can say that 20 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, have adopted the Violence Against Persons Prohibition (VAP) Act of 2015 in an effort to provide more protection under the law for women. Thus far, 6 states are awaiting execution assent. Can we say? Though federal and state Ministry of Women Affairs and National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons (NAPTIP) and civil society and humanitarian organizations have made efforts to address this crisis, it remains a deep-rooted challenge. There should be continuous review of the existing policies and law on GBV in order to accommodate best practice of GBV strategies in nipping this scourge in the bud. We are calling on all governments to make commitments and undertake policy action around 4 key action areas if really we want to work on this women violence. We are looking at the area of funds to prevent and response and collection to see that this attitude and this act is curbed and eradicated completely.
Executive members of the Stand-Up for Women Society from Borno, Ondo, Osun, and Imo State calls for conscious effort of the federal and state government to put an end to many atrocities and crimes committed against women and the girl children in rural and urban societies.
We have a lot of potentials that we should be given the rightful position. When you say women, when we are not in policy making, that means nobody is going to represent us to say out our problems. But when we have more women in in elective positions, I think women will sit down and discuss the issues of other fellow women like her. And secondly, I want to talk to the whole world, the men, because it's like the world is masculine, which is very wrong. We are all born together equally. We have all the potential that it takes. Because there is an adage that says, if you train a woman, you train the whole nation. And that is why we are here today in the city of Abuja to tell the whole world. We would have done this at the Legislative House early in the morning, but unfortunately we couldn't. But we are sending out our messages to the whole world to know that women are very, very important, and we are advocate that a woman's right is a woman's right. Where you find out that women are being relegated at the background, we will not take any longer. Initially, the government passed in a bill of 35% affirmative action, which was not done. Now we are not even asking for 35. We want 50%.
Give birth to children, we take care of them, we take them to school, we educate them, we do everything in the house. But we don't want us to be relegated in the society, just like what my sister have said, that in the society or among the leaders and among the political groups, they normally relegate us after being appointed. They will leave the women. They will not give us any position. That is the reason why we are saying enough is enough. They should give us our bona fide position in the country.
What we are asking for, we want our men to give us our rights as women in Nigeria particularly. And we are here in Abuja. We bombard Abuja in order to let the whole world know that we are here, we are there. Women we are brilliant. Women are wonderful. So we want everybody, all nations, to know that we are on our stand. We are no more in the corner. We are no more in the kitchen.
We are advocating for women involvement in governance. We are advocating that women should give a voice for the good government. We are advocating for the voice of women to be heard, because women are the pillars. Women stands for so many things in the society. In any place where you didn't have a woman, you know that home or that society cannot move forward. Whenever you have a woman in the home is complete. So we are saying that women should be given the right for governance.
They called on women to brave up to face the reality of life by standing for one another to make the change they desire. The 16 days began on Saturday, 25th November to Sunday, 10th December 2023, with a theme, Invest to Prevent Violence Against Women and Girls. I am Dorcas Anyopoju, reporting for MLC TV.